Welcome to Spiritual Success, the podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia Stant. As a dedicated student of metaphysics, I have skillfully honed my intuition, mastered the art of meditation, and cultivated a disciplined spiritual practice that has led me to become a multi-seven-figure top sales producer. Today, I work with thousands of business professionals, entrepreneurs, and their teams to up-level their sales game and create magic in their business and life. On this show, you will see that all success truly happens when you authentically align with your intuition. So come, be vulnerable, be open-minded, and allow success to pour through you here on Spiritual Success. Hello, successful souls. Okay, so most of the listeners here on Spiritual Success are entrepreneurs, right? Whether you're service-based or you are selling products, retails, it doesn't matter, right? I love the fact that you're here, that you are growing and understanding the importance of spirituality when it comes to success in your business and finances. But regardless if you are the CEO of a business, you are still the CEO of your life. And so this one is going to be, particularly for the entrepreneurs listening, but still it's good to really, cast a wide net and make sure that you are learning in all areas. So there is one thing that I urge you to try this week. If you are not doing this, this will dramatically help you, especially if you have an online business, whether it's coaching, consultant, service-based. If you are using messaging as part of lead generation to bring in sales, this is going to help you, okay? Again, it never gets old saying it. I am a multi-seven-figure sales producer. I was always number one in sales on every leaderboard for every company that I've ever worked for. And this is some of the secrets on how. So again, I owe my success in sales and business and in finances due to the fact that I really have studied metaphysics. I really have mastered my meditation. I understand that there's so much more than what you can see. And once you understand universal concepts, they can be working for you. Do you understand that everything is law? Everything is law. And if you're not really aware of universal law, it could be working against you, okay? So here's something that you can apply in your business starting this week that will change your life. My ears are ringing. Spirit is loving this conversation, so I hope you are too. Okay, so what's really popular now is social selling, right? Everybody is on social media, especially what was happening in the world as far as COVID. I mean, you have to pivot and be online. So what really differentiates you? How do you stand out? And how do you give a white glove kind of service to people when working online? So what people tend to forget is that sales has the same principles in almost all areas. It doesn't matter the industry or how you are doing it. You need to build rapport. You got to get to know your people. You have to build relationships. Why? Because people like to buy from people who are like them. Trust is everything. So you need to have a DM strategy, a messaging strategy that helps you to show how authentic you are. There's so many things out there that are automated now. You need to be authentic. You need to make sure that you are really, showing that you're the go-to person in the market, that you're extremely knowledgeable. But more than anything, you have to earn their trust. And it's not done quickly like that, right? I guarantee that you have a, expensive offer. And even if you don't, why do people pick you over, the competition? Because you are a real person behind the screen. Everything is digital now. Everything is automated. It's making sure that you are really standing out and shining. So this is what you got to do spiritually to build that emotional connection, to really be authentic and to really up-level your return, okay? DMing can be very tedious. It is literally like, you have lists of thousands of leads and most likely you're doing some kind of copy and paste. First of all, number one, make sure that you are not hey babing, hey girling, okay? Not up in here. Not up in here. You don't want to do that. You need to customize. Customizing shows it's not automated, that you're not a robot. Please use people's names. Also, what I want you to do is write the message, even if you are doing kind of a copy paste thing, after like a good meditation. Like I want you to really just channel that and not just think it up because you feel like you need to. I want you to write a really heartfelt message. And what you're gonna do before you sit down every single day, whether it's your inbox and you're customizing answers. I know you're using the voice messenger, right? Because that's how people know that you're really you. Besides, with voice messenger, which is like a whole nother amazing conversation, you can have like 30 mini one-on-one phone calls and the time it would take you to have one real phone call, whether it was a consult or a connection, anything of that sort. So definitely use the voice messenger. It is game changer, okay? So again, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you are on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, if you're writing emails, if you are writing a friend a card, what you need to do is make sure that before you sit down, you're not like, oh, here's the time for me to do my messaging. I'm gonna knock it out. Try to do this as fast as possible because this part of my day sucks. If you do that, you might as well not even do it. I promise you, people can sense the energy that you put into that message. If you have an email chain and you're scheduling that out, when you are actually creating it, you need to put emotion into it. You need to put energy into it. You need to put good vibes into it. You need to put high frequencies into it. People can sense it and can feel it. I know this. Trust me. I have written thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of DMs. And I know on a crappy day that I'm not going to get the return that I want. It was like pointless for me to even put those hours in if I didn't show up right. How do you show up right, Cynthia? What are you talking about? Ladies, I don't care if that means you are listening to your Beyonce, okay? I'll slay, I'll slay. I don't care if it's doing some push-ups. I don't care if it's having a great meditation. Get in a good mood. I want you to center yourself. I want you to fill your heart with gratitude, and I want you to shoot it out of your chest, down your arms, and into your fingertips, into your typing or writing. And I want you to put the most loving, positive energy into the messaging. And I want you to sit down at your desk every single day. And this is especially for all salespeople, okay? Because remember, if you're a salesperson, you're like a CEO of the sales department. You get to make your own income. That's why I love sales. I was never capped. I can keep going. Commissions is wonderful. Thing is, you need to sit down every single day and you need to say to yourself, whose life am I changing? You should be loving what you're selling and you should really believe in it. Otherwise, you might as well not be there, okay? Because people can sense that. Everybody's intuitive. Everybody is psychic. Everybody is energetically understanding, whether it's subconscious versus conscious. They can, sense your truth. People like the truth, and people like people who are like them. So put the energy out there and sit down at your desk every day and say, whose life am I going to change? And who has got my money? You give, you're allowed to receive. Go and prioritize and make the most out of your time. Your time is your biggest asset. So why waste it by using like poor energy? Because you're not going to get a return. I know this for a fact. When you put amazing energy into your messaging and you infuse it with love and you really say, I hope this gets into the right person's hands. Actually, you don't hope, right? You own it. You know it. I know this is going to get into the right person's hand. I say it with confidence that I am going to impact somebody with this today. And I'm putting my love and attention into it. I'm giving that customizable white glove service and I am meaning it with all my heart. Watch the difference of the open rate. If it's your emails, check it out. See how many ding, ding, dings you get back. I know this when I sit down and I feel like just not up to it that day. I'm just tired. I just got way too many no's. Come on, you get so many no's in sales. It's part of it. If you don't get enough no's, then you're not doing a good enough job. But sometimes it beats you up. And if you're not being consistent and making sure you're persevering, then it can knock you down a little bit. So make sure though that you don't show up with that energy because people will react to it and it's not going to be in your favor. I'm telling you, this is a difference maker. Again, multi-7-figure sales producer, #1 on the leaderboard, every company I've ever been at, okay? Somebody who thrives in social selling and teaches thousands of entrepreneurs and have in my career how to do this. It's all about spirituality. That is why I created Spiritual Success, because you can only do so much. You can do, and it's not just about physical, work. That's part of it. That's the masculine side of it. You need to have the feminine side of it as well, which is the receiving, which is the energy work. It's the spiritual side of it. Spiritual success. This is how you succeed in being #1 and how you get people who really understand you and value you and want to work with you because they can connect with you energetically. When you put something out there, you automatically always get whatever you are putting out there back. You're going to receive it back. So what wavelength do you want to attract? Remember, be the lead you want to attract. So sit down feeling good, feeling positive, feeling like you want to change, feeling like you're ready to create change, that you're part of this serious transformation, that you're excited and that you're really, ready to do something. Put that out there and find that energetic match, because that person is the person that will respond. It works. Now go give it a try. Let me know. In fact, I'd love for you to come and share if this works for you inside my Facebook group. You know where to go, the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. Special news coming up very soon for October. Not yet, you gotta hang around. But I also want to remind you, if you're like, okay, Beyonce's not really my thing. First of all, you're crazy if that's true. Two, just kidding. If you're like, oh no, push-ups not for me, I don't know how to get in the mood, go check out a previous episode of the podcast. It is called Momentum. It's already done. That's what it's titled. It's here on Spiritual Success. Guys, I put my heart and soul into that episode, and really it's there for you to be your pick-me-up. It's there to help you, like a little speech to get you motivated, to get you inspired, to make you feel so alive and ready to take on the world. So if you're like, what is my thing that helps me to get in the zone and just get in flow and just be ready to take on the world and get in my DM good vibes, go listen to that episode. I want to make sure that you're listening to it because it's a good one. But also come on in, right? Come inside the Facebook group. Ask any questions that you have. Make sure you're connecting with my team. Megan is there if you want to have a podcast dedicated to you so that you are, learning everything that you want to know more about. Write into her. Tell her. She's, my right-hand girl. She's always telling me exactly what the market wants to hear, what you want to hear as your listeners. We appreciate you. It means the world that you're listening. And thank you to everybody who has been leaving a review. If you have a second after this, if you're loving what you're hearing, make sure you do that. I appreciate you so much. And in the meantime, acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through. See you, successful soul. Hey, successful soul. Before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really up-level your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.